busiest airports is struggling to reopen this morning after thousands of pro-democracy demonstrators crowded into Hong Kong's main terminal and forced flight cancellations. Passengers were checking in for flights on Tuesday morning in a sign operations were returning to normal, although protesters have shown no sign of letting up on their campaign to force Chief Executive Carrie Lam's administration to respond to their demands. About 200 flights had been cancelled. Passengers unable to leave on Monday were among those crowding in the departure hall. And Hong Kong leader Carrie Lam said that law-breaking activities in the name of freedom were damaging the rule of law and that the Asian financial hub's recovery from anti-government protests could take a long time. Her comments come after China said the anti-government protests that have swept the city over the past 2 months had begun to show sprouts of terrorism. Troops in Indian-administered Kashmir allowed some Muslims to walk to local mosques alone or in pairs to mark the Eid al-Adha festival on Monday, on the 8th day of an unprecedented security lockdown imposed as India stripped the disputed region of its autonomy. Thousands of additional troops were sent to the mostly Muslim region before India's Hindu nationalist-led government said August the 5th that it was revoking Kashmir's special constitutional status and downgrading its statehood. All communications and the internet remained cut off to limit protests against the decision in the Himalayan region where most people oppose Indian rule. Streets were deserted with most people staying indoors and authorities not allowing large groups to gather. U.S. Attorney General William Barr criticized serious irregularities at the federal prison where Jeffrey Epstein died in an apparent suicide, adding that the sex trafficking investigation involving the disgraced financier would continue. Epstein was found dead on Saturday, having apparently hanged himself in his cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Lower Manhattan. The 66-year-old was arrested on July the 6th and pleaded not guilty to federal charges of sex trafficking involving dozens of underage girls as young as 14. Barr, the top U.S. law enforcement official, vowed to carry on the case against anyone who was complicit with Epstein. Epstein was already a registered sex offender after pleading guilty in 2008 to Florida state charges of unlawfully paying a teenage girl for sex. Prior to his conviction, he had counted the rich and powerful, including U.S. President Donald Trump and former President Bill Clinton, among his associates. Arrests and deportations of foreign teachers in China have soared this year, lawyers, schools and teachers say, amid a broad crackdown defined by new police tactics and Beijing's push for a cleaner, more patriotic education system. Four law firms told Reuters that requests for representation involving foreign teachers had surged in the past 6 months by between 4 and 10-fold, while teachers and schools confirmed arrests and detentions for minor crimes had become commonplace. Switzerland-based Education First, which runs 300 schools across 50 Chinese cities, had seen a significant increase in detentions in China for alleged offences, including drugs, fighting and cyber security violations, according to a June the 27th internal notice sent to employees and seen by Reuters. Forecasters are warning about days of scorching, dangerous heat gripping a wide swathe of the U.S. South and Midwest, where the heat index on Monday eclipsed 120 degrees in one town and climbed nearly as high in others, with temperatures around 100 degrees at midday and feels like temperatures soaring even higher. Parts of 13 states were under heat advisories, from Texas, Louisiana and Florida in the south to Missouri and Illinois in the Midwest, according to the National Weather Service. Some of the most oppressive conditions were in Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi and Oklahoma. The heat index soared to 121 degrees by late afternoon in Clarksdale, Mississippi, and to 119 degrees in West Memphis, Arkansas, the Weather Service reported.
Metro Plus, your radio weather.
Mainly fine and very hot apart from isolated showers, moderate southwesterly winds, temperatures ranging between 28 and 33 degrees, relative humidity ranging between 65 and 95%. The outlook fine and very hot tomorrow, more showers in the latter part of this week. And that's the weather from your Radio Plus 1044.
If water seepage occurs at your home, you should seek help from the management office to liaise with the flat owner concerned for a solution. The flat owners concerned should appoint competent contractors to identify the source of the seepage and fix the problem as soon as possible. With proper building maintenance, we can all enjoy a pleasant living environment. For details, visit the website of the Buildings Department or the Food and Environmental Hygiene Department.
Tinikling, maglalatik, o subli. Kahit saan, Pinoy tayo san man. Get yourself ready.
What?
Monday through Friday from 2 to 3 p.m.
What's the big idea?
'Cause PTS in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Kaya sa mga iba pang hindi nakakaalam, gisingin na sila. Tawagan pa kung kailangan. Dahil nahuli na sila sa trend ng bayan.
I love you.
PTS in the mix. Hashtag truly in the mix.
afternoon, PTS addicts. It's a Tuesday, and yes, you're locked in with Hong Kong's hottest, the Plus 1044, me, DJ The Big J. We're watching Patawad Paalam, the video by Mora de la Torre, and of course, I Belong to the Zoo. And this happens to be the hottest song on our chart.
Nahanap ka sarili mo, nawala naman ako. Masisisi mo pa ba kung ako'y susuko na?
Hindi mo man mapakinggan ang aking mga dahilan. Maitatanggi mo bang mahal na mahal kita? Sa aking paglayag, tiyak ika'y masasaktan. Hangat ko'y maintindihan.
Di maintindihan.
Nasa tamang panahon, hindi naiiwan. Kung iyong pag-ibig ang muli,
Kayang pagbigyan muli.
kahit anong gawin, di na makabalik ang dati.
Salamat.
Salamat sa lahat.
Mora de la Torre teaming up with I Belong to the Zoo.
White
Song's called Patawad Paalam.
mo, di na sana lumayo.
The hottest song sa ating Sound Trip chart. Fortunately, hindi natin to napatugtog kahapon. Kaya naman, we're starting things off para sa ating Tuesday afternoon with the hottest song for the week.
Ikaw pa rin sana.
The Big J's in the house. In the mix.
Pleasure, good afternoon once again. You got me, DJ The Big J, on a Tuesday, and it's all about the city this Tuesday afternoon, because that's exactly what we do on a Tuesday. We tell you and inform you and share with you the things that we know that's happening around the city. And as we all know, grabe, ang protesta lang po ang dapat nating pag-usapan. It's all about the protest. Kaya naman, we'll give you guys updates. But hey, we have a caller on the line. Our first caller, magandang afternoon. Hello?
Sir, nakachamba.
Sir, naku, Sir Vice, magandang afternoon, sir.
Kumusta ka na, idol?
Sir, naku, okay naman po. Kamusta naman po kayo, sir?
Okay lang.
Okay lang. Kamusta naman po ang ika nga nararamdaman niyo dito sa kaliwat ka ng protesta po na nangyayari dito